Welcome, Dr. Om from Bangkok and Thailand. And Dr. Om, could you please explain to me that what is your background of education and how you are there and what you are doing in Bangkok, Thailand?
Namaskar. My name is Dr. Om, and I am a doctor, naturopath, and I am also very keen on medical astrology. And I have been attending patients and also consulting them on their health using the concept of naturopathy, Ayurveda, and medical astrology, and making them help understand their health better so that they can be taking charge of their own health, as well as also using the natural means by which they can be away from the chronic diseases that they are suffering from and also have a good, healthy life. But my story is a little longer than that because earlier I have had an engineering career, and I was actually working also as an engineer for many different corporate multinational companies, with having worked for more than 30 years. But deep down in my heart, I'm always having a liking for healing and medicine side, or for the naturopathy side of the healing faculties. So that always attracted me to become a doctor. And finally, I took formal education in naturopathy and become a doctor. So now I'm practicing doctor as well.
That's wonderful to know about that. And what made you to move to Bangkok, Thailand? Can you explain about our audience? Then they would like to know about you a little bit more.
Well, actually, I've been like we are here since like three generations that we are based in this country. So, but having said that, we've always been very attracted or attached to the Indian values, and our grandparents also are culturally very deep rooted with the Indian culture and system of values, and spiritually inclined with religious values, also very sound and deep rooted. So with that background, that has actually helped me to sort of groom as a personality that is very very much attached to the systems and the values that Indians carry in the Indian culture. And that made me also read a lot of scriptures. So I feel myself fortunate to know the languages like Sanskrit and Hindi, and also English, anyways, is an advantage to deal with the international market and clients. So that has helped. So this is how basically that we are in Thailand, but originally getting all the linkage from India has definitely worked as a boon in my life.
Great, great to meet you. And first time I met Dr. Om, one of our conference recently in the month of January, we did a conference. I was traveling in India, and I got suddenly one email from Dr. Om that is it possible that I'm a naturopathy doctor and medical astrology I do, and I would like to attend this conference in Kayamana Center in Bangkok, Udumsuk, where in the Bangkok main city area. And it's fascinated that immediately we said that, okay, please come and bring your wife also with you, like that. And so he was so happy to bring his wife, Ekta. She's also from India and settled there, and they're living there and supporting a lot. Ekta Ahuja, and she is a wonderful lady, and she came to our conference, and very blasting time. We had a wonderful time together. We had 2 days of Ayurveda and yoga conference and health and wellness program, which is organized by the Grandmaster Kamal Srinivas, who is an and View. who is a local person who is there in the Bangkok, and we had a wonderful time together. And then we had after that we were going to outside and having a dinner together, and it's a lot of deep connection is happened like that. Then at that time, why don't we do some program with Dr. Om, who is having expert in the field of medical astrology and naturopathy healing and Ayurvedic background and everything is there. Let's conversation start. Then I left. I was spending 8 days in Bangkok with my wife, and then we came back to USA. Then I thought that okay, let's start working on that, and then we started working on the medical astrology. So then I had several days of a conversation with Dr. Om and his wife, and we are discussing about the medical astrology, how we can teach for the Westerners who are living in this country and they need to know about the medical astrology. Could you please explain that medical astrology, the difference between the medical astrology and regular astrology like a Jyotisha? Can you explain the difference between that?
Well, actually, astrology, as we know, is the science of planets and how the planets they affect all the aspects of our life. Uh, but before that, I just want to basically also emphasize on the fact that we are ultimately energy beings. You know, we are energy, and everything around us is energy. And we are all made up of those five elements, what the nature is made of. And we are very much the part of inner nature, and nature is within us and outside. So everything around us is energy and nature. So having said that, astrology is something that is also an integral part of our day-to-day existence on this earth. We are always under the influence of the energies from the various planets that are there in the system. And whether we knowingly acknowledge it or not, or whether we understand these energies or not, we are definitely living that energy day in and out. Astrology helps to understand life better in so many ways, and it has impacts on all the aspects of our life. But coming to medical astrology, it is like the branch of astrology that focuses mainly on the health aspects. And since coming from the naturopathic background, I was more keen on medical astrology because planets are a part of the nature. And how can we not study the nature of planets when we are talking about nature and the influence of those planetary energies on our body? So that made me more and more curious about understanding the impact of planets on our health. So coming to greater understanding about it, I realized that how the energies of the sun, the moon, the Mars, these influence our health. These energies, they impact us very much on our day-to-day life. And if we know how these energies are placed in our birth chart, we can understand our own self better. Because astrology is knowingness. Astrology is nothing to be scared of or feeling that it is a very old-fashioned mindset or it is not scientific. No, that is not so. Actually, astrology is very scientific because it is ultimately guiding us to the energy concept. And that will help us to understand how we can take a better charge of our own life, because astrology is knowingness and knowingness is power. So in this concept, basically a look into the medical astrology is just like empowering yourself more to know how your body constitution is. Even coming from the Ayurvedic background, you understand how is the influence of the Vata, Pitta, Kapha in your body, and how you can take things better charge of your own health.
Very good, fascinating, and this is a well said that it's a fascinating information, and I'm so happy to know that this is the thing as our ancient scriptures says that yada pinde tada brahma.
Tadha Brahmande. Yes,
It's a very
exactly. So
well
Yada
said.
Pinde Tadha Brahmande.
If you
The
look into that
concept.
way, microcosmic and macrocosmic, and recently I was talking to some of the doctors there, and they said that what you have in your body, everything is there outside. That's what we are
Exactly.
trying to do it here. We are trying to do in our body to understand our physiology, vata, pitta, kapha, body types,
Yes.
and everything, how it is connected to the nature, how it is connected to the cosmic level. In the cosmic level, we
Right.
are all controlled by the cosmic level. It's like
Exactly.
we call it the Wi-Fi or iCloud and everything like that. This is the
Yes,
iCloud knowledge.
exactly.
I'm trying to understand the iCloud knowledge and bring them
Exactly.
together. It's an medical astrology is bringing the iCloud knowledge and downloading that information, the concept of the information about the medical health problems. So, as we said that very
Exactly.
clearly that prevention is better than cure and health is the
Definitely.
best thing is that so once you have a good health, so knowing
Yes.
about your own health, like why you are getting this cholesterol problem. So yesterday I was talking to somebody that a patient, one of the patient, she has an thyroid issues are there, and she was
Yes.
telling that my father having thyroid issues and my grandfather having thyroid issues, all the generations having thyroid issues. Modern medicine cannot able to understand what is the cause for getting of these things, but they have medicine for that. They
Yeah.
without cause they can give medication for that. But the thing is, Ayurveda looks into that, or medical astrology looks into that way that what
Yes.
is happening, what is the parihara means the resolution,
Exactly.
what you can do it. That's the thing is clearly explained like that. That is the reason it's very important that people who are we are uh, we are recommending the people to take the medications, whatever they are taking, how to minimize
Yes.
the effects of side effects of the medications and drugs
Right.
and slowly maintain the good health and everything without having any any drugs or any herbal formulations like that by simple
Yes.
modifications like that. So
Yes. Yes.
I heard a lot of things about that. And medical astrology is very difficult to learn. And is it easy to learn? Anybody can learn this medical astrology, or it's only destined to only doctors and health professionals or something like that?
Well, actually, it is, I think, for everyone. It is just like in actually the earlier olden days, everyone was learning to certain level the side of astrology also. It used to be the part of curriculum in the Indian system of education, but and in the other countries as well. But this is something actually that is open for everyone. And as I said, it is simply to understand the energies. Let's put it in very simple concept that everything is energy, and that's how it is very, very relatable in everyone's life. So everyone can understand it also. If you just want to be more curious about why certain things are happening to me, you can get the answer from astrology, and it is not difficult. You just have to give a little bit of your say focused effort of understanding, and you can get it.
Wow.
Definitely it
What
is
a great
easy.
what a great way of learning. That is a good news that everybody, whoever would like to learn this knowledge, anybody, household members or anything,
Yes.
bankers or anybody who is interested to learn, this is the
Yes.
fascinating information. This is another thing is that very very interesting that we are going to do this program online program. That means you can study online and you can predict these things. And also, very, very interesting that you can also develop the intuition power, the sixth sense in your physiology.
Yes.
You have a sixth sense is there. That is, the sixth sense can improve like that. Intuition power can improve. That's the thing. As you are learning more and more, fascinating with this knowledge and everything, applying the knowledge and everything, then you will see that wow, this is the thing. I can apply this knowledge in everywhere, and it's an non threatening or anything that is just you are seeing the predictions clearly
Yes.
predictions like that when they by seeing the chart. So what are
Yes.
the components we needed, for example, for that if a person having the Vedic astrology and medical astrology, we need a date of birth, time of
Yes.
birth, a place of birth.
Yes.
Three
Yes.
components are required: date of birth,
Yeah.
time of
Yeah.
birth,
Just with these three
place of birth.
components.
These three components. So, for
Yes.
example, somebody does not have, of course, everybody knows the date of birth. sometimes it's difficult for them to see that they have an time of birth may not be knowing, and if they ask them that oh, I was born in the either morning time or afternoon time or evening time or night, I was born like that, there is called
Yes.
medical rectification, medical that the horoscope rectification. That means what we do,
Yes.
the medical astrologers, what they do, generally they take the incidences like the
Yes.
major incidences such as
Yes.
marriage, any
Yes.
divorce has happened, or any
Yes.
first baby was
Any,
born,
yeah.
or any father or sibling are passed away, or any
Yes.
accidents happened. These are the three, four
Mhm.
incidents that they take into
Yeah.
that. On the
Yeah.
basis of that, like a medical astrologer, he looks into that. Oh, okay, this is the thing happened. This is the time of day happened. He knows
Yes.
exactly the day of the time of the chart and everything is there. And this is the person, how this is affected like that. That's
Yes.
fascinating like that. It is interesting.
Yes.
What
It,
one time I was spending time with one of the astrologer in Europe. I was in Europe a lot of times. We do medical astrology with the Ayurvedic Ayurveda and Jyotisha together. We travel
yes.
together in the various parts of Germany, France,
Wow. Wonderful.
Switzerland, and yeah, Italy and Ireland and London, UK, and all the places when we were traveling. And then we said
Yeah.
one guy came. Jyotishi, also they call Panditji. Panditji,
Yes.
could please look into the chart of this patient,
Yes.
this guy. Then he saw
Yeah.
that immediately. No, when he saw that one, this is not possible. This time, human being is not born. Either it can be
Okay.
a cat or a dog or some animal is born, but not a
Okay.
human being. Wow, what a fascinating information like that. Huh? Even you can
Yes.
tell that the time and date and place of birth on the basis of that, whether a human being born or animal born, that's the thing. It can be clearly explained like that in the ancient textbooks. That much of
Yes.
power is there in the
Yes,
Vedic
exactly.
astrology and Vedic
Exactly.
astrology.
That is the depth the Vedic astrology can get to, and it is totally, totally fascinating. And there are different modalities or different systems of astrology that can help in case the person doesn't have the exact information about their time of birth, which is normal for especially the old generation people. There are means to make around the chart, and also again, as what you mentioned correctly, investigating little bit about these key in events or incidents that happened in their life. What we call is the birth time rectification.
Wow.
So with that, we can work out what is the exact chart of that person, and then the further predictions can be done.
Yeah. So, is there any recommendation or prerequisite for the people who would like to study medical astrology? And is there anything is needed to do before joining into this program?
No, absolutely no prerequisites. And the only prerequisite is the curiosity to learn and know. So
Very
that's about it. So there is no academic background required, no such qualifications required. As I said, it is something for anybody and everybody. And I should say everybody should know, should learn this, because this is just like empowering your own self.
That's wonderful to know. Wonderful to know. So, hi guys, this is the very interesting thing like that. Everybody can join, no prerequisite required, and you can study. You don't need to go and travel to the Bangkok or USA or some other country like that. You can study online, and all the Zoom meetings will be there, and we'll have a convenient date weekly. Once we are going to have a meetings there together and spending time together, and all the structure is there very systematically. Then that if you miss the class, if you have some time, you may have some other commitment, family commitment, you are traveling or something, the recording will be there. Students are participating, questions and everything is there. The recording will be sent it to your email, and you will be able to receive it, and you can download it, and you can keep it, and you can reevaluate it, and you can it's just forever. That's yours, belongs to the forever. And another thing is that we are going to do a combination of medical astrology with Ayurveda and naturopathy healing and astrological aspects and everything. So I will be myself Dr. Shekhar and classically trained Ayurvedic doctor. For 9 years of medical school, I studied in India, and which is from the Andhra Pradesh. I studied from the BAMS course. Then, and after that, I did MD in Ayurveda in general medicine. And 1991, I graduated from Gujarat Ayurveda University. So after graduation, I worked in Karnataka for 3 years as associate professor. Then I traveled extensively to the European countries with working with various health professionals and doctors and medical astrologers and health jyotishis and everybody. Then it was fascinating for me. My journey of Ayurveda is 35 years. I am now US citizen and living here in America and teaching and educating the people. And my full-time job is Ayurveda, practicing Ayurveda with providing of Ayurveda consultation, Panchakarma therapies, and all the massage therapies and all the varieties of therapies we offer there here, and continue education we provide it. Last year we are able to do mantra chikitsa. Mantra chikitsa means the treatment of therapies with the mantras. Now that will fascinated me. Now to think about that, medical astrology is now a certification program we are thinking about doing like that. For that program, we have classified into the three levels as I discussed with Dr. Om, and the basic level, intermediate level, and advanced level. Then we will go to the master level. That is a master level means it takes a long time to study more and more. So basic level course we are thinking about that having an 8 webinars, which is each webinar is an each 8 modules, basically 8 modules. Each module is a 2 hour session. That means 16 hours you are able to get it. And in the intermediate level, 16 hours, that is almost like 16 modules. So 8 modules, 16 modules, and advanced level 32 modules. So on the basis of that, each module is 2 hour session like that on the Zoom meetings, and there will be assignments will be there. We will be sending the recordings and everything, and you will be able to get all the information as much as possible, and you can connect with that way with the teachers and everything. Then we will have discussions will be there. Questions will be sent it to us. That questions will be again continued in the next sessions like that. That way students can have questions like that, that questions can be answered in the subsequent sessions like that. So that way it is in a very smooth way we are able to do it conveniently and affordably. That's the thing is very important. We are putting together a nice program together. Once the content and everything is available, we'll post it on the website. On our website it will be there, and we'll share the links to you, and you will be connected with us and everything. Then we will be happy to provide you all the dedicated information to you. And if you are curious to learn, some of the students more wanted to learn more and advance knowledge and everything, we recommend some of the books to study, and these things also their books are available. Those reference books can be used like that. This is not a mandatory, but you can get some extra books and everything. That way you are having a more connected to the medical astrology, because astrology is a huge science like that. Like in the modern medicine, if you look into that modern medicine, gastroenterology, skin, gynecology, obstetrics, and as well as the immunology and pediatrics, and all the various conditions are there. Same branches are there. These are the various branches. That's the reason what we needed to do. We will try to focus on the medical astrology and all the details, how it can be affected to your health and wellness. That is the thing, is the beauty of that. And Dr. Om is a wonderful and fascinated, and you can see that the information, the radiance and glow and happiness and everything. That is the thing is very important. That passion is important. When we are passionate about this thing, something, and you will be teaching more and more, educating them and more happier and everything. That's our goal, is that our job is to educate you and to guide you properly and in that direction, and you will be learning more and more information from this aspect. Any other things you wanted to share with you last before closing the session, audience?
Well, again, as I said, this is an opportunity basically to know ourselves better. And whenever I see someone comes to me for a consultation, for a health consultation, or even otherwise, I always refer to the chart and I talk to them explaining similar to what we have a SWOT analysis in a corporate world. You see, we always talk about the strength, weaknesses, the opportunities and threats. And every chart has always the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities that are coming down the line or that could be made good use of, and the threats that are there that you should be careful about. So knowing all this information, that what are your strengths, how you capitalize, how you use your, for example, if you have a good Mercury, you are good at writing or speaking, for example. So why not use that skill to further, polish yourself and make yourself more effective in what you're doing. Similarly, if there were certain threats, if you have certain weaknesses, you can be brushing yourself better to, that is like the area of improvement. It's not a it's that's the point where you have to further challenge yourself and groom and outshine. So that is how it is. And trying to, once you understand all these things, you will definitely be more in control of your overall life. That is what I want to just convey, because incidentally, astrology has been looked at as something like an old school thought process, which is not the case. And also, sometimes it has been used, or rather misused, for misguiding people or making them feel scared and also mincing money out of them. I am coming from engineering and medical background, and I myself is now so strongly feeling about strengthening our own self through medical astrology. Means there is something there, definitely. So everyone can benefit from this and make their life better.
Thank you very much. This is a very inspiring and educational information for all of you. And please join and please go to the website called studyayurveda.com. Studyayurveda.com. There you can see the medical astrology. First tab it shows up medical astrology. You click on that. There's all the information is posted there. Now we are updating all the information in the medical astrology and some of the informations. And this video also we are going to post it there on the website on the studyayurveda.com, and under that there's a medical astrology where you can study more and more basic level, intermediate level, advanced level. Some people like to have all three levels. They can sign up for all these things. If you are signing up for the multiple sessions like that, multiple programs and everything, that are basic level, intermediate level, advanced level, there will be special discount rates will be there, and we will be giving a special discount rates for those people also, those who are interested to continue study and continue the go for the master level program. Average it takes about 14 months. We calculated like that. Every week if you are doing 14 to 15 months time, 1.5 months like that, it takes about 1.5 year. It takes time for them to understand the principles of Ayurvedic, the Ayurveda and medical astrology and everything. You will be learning combination of Ayurvedic principles on body types and everything you learn. Along with that, medical astrology, how it is affecting on your physiology and everything. These are the sciences of Ayurveda, the Vedic knowledge. Vedic knowledge is very, very important. This is the Vedas are mentioned as a four, as the Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. This Atharvana Veda branches, subdivisions of Atharvana Veda is Ayurveda, and same thing the Jyotisha, Vastu is another field is called Vastu Shastra, that we are going to further enriching that way. In future we are going to do some Vastu training programs also. That way people can get it. We have a Vastu expert is there who will be discussing about the Vastu expertise and everything like that. So thank you very very much, Dr. Om from Bangkok, Thailand, for joining with us, and really appreciate. Please visit our website studyayurveda.com. Studyayurveda.com, medical astrology. There is a tab is there, medical astrology. There you can see all the information. Thank you one and all for joining this a wonderful day. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Thanks so
Namaste.
much, Dr. Shekhar.
Thank you.